Moses stood before the people of Israel and looked at the land they were about to enter. It was full of rivers, fields, trees, and hills filled with valuable metals. It seemed like a wonderful place, just like God had promised their ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But Moses wanted them to remember one very important thing. He said, "When you have eaten your fill and live in good houses, when your herds and flocks grow large and you have plenty of silver and gold, be very careful. Don't forget the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt, out of the place of slavery." Moses warned them that if they became proud and thought it was because of their own strength and hard work, they would lose everything. Moses reminded them of the years in the wilderness when they had nothing: no food, no water, no safe place to sleep. God gave them food from heaven called manna, water from rocks, and protected them from danger. Their clothes did not wear out, and their feet never got tired, even though they walked for 40 years. God allowed them to be hungry sometimes to teach them a lesson. People do not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. God wanted to make sure they remembered that everything they needed came from Him. Moses also told them about how God warned them not to become proud and say, "My power and my own strength made me all this wealth." Instead, they should know that it is the Lord who gives them the ability to get wealth. Without God, they could do nothing. Then Moses confessed something personal. He reminded them that Israel was a stubborn people. Despite all God's care, the people had rebelled many times. Moses told the story of when he went up to Mount Sinai to pray for the people after they made a golden calf to worship. God was angry, but Moses begged for mercy because he loved his people and trusted God's forgiveness. Because of God's kindness, Moses was able to come down with new stone tablets to replace the broken ones. God wanted to keep the covenant with his people, even though they were far from perfect. Moses wanted the children listening to know that God does not give blessings because people are better than others. God blesses people because He loves them and keeps His promises. The key to living in the promised land was staying humble, thankful, and close to God, who is the source of every good gift. If the people forgot God and became proud, they would fall. If they remembered God, obeyed His commands, and loved Him, they would flourish. Moses' words were a call to live with a grateful heart. Knowing all good things come from God alone,